On December 8th with a Euro US dollar Forex analysis for you. We're going to break down the Euro US dollar and see what's going on. Now, before we get into that, we have to put up our disclaimer to remind you that this webinar is for illustrative and educational purposes only. If you have any questions on the chat room, please feel free to leave them and we will, or ask them, and we will answer them while we're doing this analysis live for you about the Euro US dollar. So, and before we get into that real quick, we're going to have some signals that we're talking about, and you can learn how to trade them if you read the book High Probable Japanese Candlestick Patterns. It's available on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle versions. With that, let's go to our live action screen and see what's going on here. The Euro US dollar, as you can see, is slightly positive on the day. However, on Friday, we had a dark cloud cover sell signal. With that sell signal, the market is targeting the $1.1957 area. And if we can get a little ounce of dollar strength, we can might push this slide all the way down to $1.1892, maybe even $1.1818. Remember, the slope of this rally so far has been very extreme. We had a low in November at $1.1602. We had a high on Friday of $1.2177. We had more of a range in November than we had in 2019, basically. So and we did that in just under a month. That's kind of significant as far as volatility is concerned. So weakness in the dollar is definitely prevailing as far as a major currency like this. Remember, the Euro US dollar is one of the key components of the dollar index. To give you an idea also as to how things are moving with this market, let's look at the hourly. So besides having a sell signal on the daily, we have a short-term hourly sell signal that was triggered here yesterday. That's a bearish engulfing line. That also had the market targeting down towards this $2012 area. Right now it's in kind of a neutral trade, and we're watching it really go nowhere as the European markets are now closed, the Asian markets are closed, U.S. markets are obviously not doing very much. However, the one thing I have to say is that we do have an interesting pattern setting up here. The way we're holding on to the support level here on this inside day, that has us definitely still in a bearish, neutral to bearish posture. So unless the hourly chart gets a rally and takes out the high of a couple hours ago, that would be right around 2133. I don't see this market getting any strength, at least today. If we were to take out the $21.33 area, then we would be targeting this $21.41 area. A breach of that level definitely has an upside breakout targeting higher move highs. Don't see that right now because the daily signal is still intact. So we have a daily and an hourly sell signal that are pressuring the Euro US dollar to continue to test the lower and move lows. So it's not overviewing it right now as a downside corrective move, but definitely we're looking for a continuation of selling pressure in the Euro US dollar. On the daily basis, you can see how when we made this high on Friday, it barely took out the high from the previous day. Yesterday, it tried to make a higher move high again, settled lower on the day. Today we have an inside day, so the market, the coil is winding for the Euro US dollar. We're getting closer to Brexit. Odds are that as we head into the middle of December and start to approach the holidays and the end of the year, you're probably not going to see very much volatility in the euro, the pound, or those crosses with those two currencies. The main reason is this is because Brexit has a deadline date of December 31st, as you can see on this chart here. It also has a mid-month deadline due over the next couple days and another one next week, which they seem to be fairly on target for meeting them. And it seems like they're both on the same page that moving forward, obviously time is not going to stop for anyone, so they will get done what they can get done, and they will resolve whatever they have not resolved in the following new year. So as far as the dollar index as a guide, I would be very careful looking at that for direction for the pound or the Euro US dollar. The main reason is the other currencies around the globe are very bullish. Some of your weaker currencies are very bullish against the dollar right now, And as long as that's happening, I believe that that's why you're seeing the dollar index pressured as much as it is being, especially considering that the euro and the pound are lower versus the dollar over the past few days on a net basis, and the dollar index continues to drop. So that means that it's definitely the overall batch of currencies versus the dollar that are pushing the index lower. And that's something you have to be mindful of, is that now we have divergence. This is good for volatility, and if you are a flexible trader, there's multiple options to go out there for you. So the thing you want to key off of right now, once again, is this market is in a bearish way, targeting $1.1957. And if you look at your risk here at $1.2175, that's the high. We're at $1.2111. So you're looking at less than 80 pips when you're looking to make, this is you're basically looking to make 160. So you're looking at a 2-for-1 risk-reward ratio, minimal, upwards of a 3-to-1 ROI potential, especially considering that your risk level is $1.2175. A rally above that would negate the sell signal and have us off the bearish tone. Remember, we're looking for a bearish correction. We're not looking for a big turn in the market. So especially as we head into Brexit and we still do not have a resolved election in the United States. So with that being said, if you want to learn how to trade these signals, remember to check out the book, High Probable Japanese Candlestick Patterns. It's available on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle versions. We don't have any questions on the chat line, so those of you that are out there, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and share it with all your Forex friends out there. I want to thank you very much for your time. We're going to have another video on another currency coming up in just a couple minutes. So I'm Teddy Keckstedt from Forex Trading Unlocked. Take care, and always check us out at www.forex-trading.com.